Is Nate in there?
Yep.
What? Called it.
I don't know that anyone could have called that, but yes, you did call it. Season 3, episode 4, Ted Lasso. We're here for it. As much as we've enjoyed these last several episodes, we've had a bit of a lull from some Nate action. It seems to me like maybe we'll get some updates on what's going on with him. Based on the leaderboard we had seen every time, we know that Nate's doing well. How is he doing well? I don't know if this episode is going to answer that, but we'll certainly get some Nate. So there's that to look forward to.
And we also found out that Roy's going to train Jamie. So I wonder if we'll get a little bit of that this episode as well. And Colin, not only is he gay, but he's been hiding it, and Trent just saw it at the end of the episode. So I wonder if that's going to play a major part in this episode as well.
I envision the Colin Trent thing to be a slow burn as far as how they're going to deal with it. They might trickle some things in this episode, but I will say, Roy, Jamie, the training, all of it, give me that as soon as possible, as often as possible. I'm ready for that. That's top of my list too.
Having Roy in a mentor position over Jamie, oh, he's gonna have so much fun with that.
Tormentor. Let's see how this episode goes.
We're starting right off with the training.
Yeah.
4 a.m.
Yeah, we start at 4 a.m.
I thought you were joking.
How is that a joke?
Because it's 4 a.m.
We start...
How are we going to see? It's dark out. Okay, now.
We get dressed, or I start flicking your balls.
He's gonna be flicking his balls, and he's not wearing pants.
Well, here's Nate.
Strategizing. Marking that calendar.
Whoops.
Did he feel bad? Or is he gonna... Okay, he's putting him right back. The show loves that, like Legos and little figurines. It's a thing. It's an ongoing thing. Even Nate's got that going on.
Right.
Good morning, Sassy Smurf.
Good morning, Marlboro Man.
She's the one leaving early this time.
I was just thinking maybe we could go on an actual date sometime.
Ted, we can't date.
Why not?
You're a mess.
I'm a mess.
Oh,
Of course
jeez.
you are. I'm a mess too, but I'm a mess 3 years further on than you, so I'm more of a slight disarray.
More like a slight disarray of sunshine, if you ask me.
I drank a bottle of red wine through a straw and told my Uber driver I was in love with him. Then, when he dropped me home, I puked so much. My mouth was like an elevator from the goddamn Shining. Not my rating down to a 3.9. Oh, God, you're a 5, aren't you? Of course you're a 5.
I don't know. I'm tidy. I say please and thank you. Sometimes I'll offer to drive if they look tired.
I feel like with Uber, you would lose points for that, to be honest, but it's still funny.
I like our status. Friends with benefits like Natalie Portman and Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, no. I think you're thinking of 2011's other Good Friends Turn Casual Love.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think it's that movie.
Friends with Benefits was Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake.
Oh, wow. 2011. Friends be fucking.
Yeah.
So, let's keep things 2011. Cool and breezy.
Why'd you only sleep with a top on?
Because I get cold upstairs and hot downstairs.
I'll get that.
Oh, boy.
Morning.
I like that he was still wondering about him not wearing underwear when he sleeps.
Yeah, like a couple hours later or whatever.
Shandy came up with this super fun banter promo. It uses all the single players on the team.
Yeah. The anonymous man you're bantering with could be a professional footballer.
So it's like Colin and Danny and Sam, etc.
Yeah, although I don't think Sam's doing it anymore.
Jack Danvers. The head of the VC that funded your company.
I can let you have some seats in my suite.
Oh, lovely.
This could be interesting.
Keely?
Oh, they're a little cold with one another again.
The one thing we cannot do against West Ham is the false 9.
Because that's nice shit.
Exactly. So we decided to go with our classic 4-4-2.
Which is exactly what that prick expects us to do.
So we do the opposite. 5 up front. Full on attack. But Nate knows we're going to do that.
Fuck Nate, fuck thinking, and fuck fucking Socrates.
So we got to stop thinking
Socrates.
Like Nate, and start thinking like Nate would think we would think if Nate were thinking like us. And then do the last thing that Nate thinking like us, thinking like Nate, thinking like us would ever expect us to do.
False 9?
Have Zava drop back and play
Yeah.
Nate's false 9.
I do have one question.
Of course.
He fucking cares.
Do you think Zava will do it?
Roy doesn't think we could beat Nate.
He just doesn't think so either.
Beard said it to me first.
You throw me under the bus?
You walked in here this morning with the whole... Oh,
you're gonna shout me
Now, look, you fellas need to calm down and just kiss.
What?
Keep it simple, smarty pants.
Of course.
Sassy ended up spending the night last night, and no push your buttons. That ain't the headline. Turned me down cold. She said I was, and I quote, a mess.
Sounds like a case for the Diamond Dogs.
Diamond Dogs. I was waiting for
it. Oh, Roy will become part of it. He may already be, whether he likes it or not.
We're playing Nate this week, and you're acting like it's not a big deal. Nothing's different. He didn't hurt you.
Hey, look, we ain't talking about Nate right now.
We have a saying in Codependence Anonymous.
What?
Jane makes me go with her.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Of course.
Like,
But Nate didn't hurt me.
Bullshit!
See?
oh, Roy, did you want to get into this Diamond Dog situation?
Right.
Roy, all right, here, Roy. Roy,
Zava, he is a genius. I like the greyhounds for this one.
That's my guy. No, you can't have him. He's mine.
Oh, okay. Trent even got a little side eye there.
You can be whoever you want to be. I let all of my children name themselves once they reach the age of 7. That is why my eldest is called Smingus Dingus.
Smingus Dingus.
Believe in believe.
Oh, there's a tear. Oh, yeah.
What the?
Did they change it just for this episode? I swear I didn't see that tear before. Trent's like, oh, the plot thickens. Oh, is that the restaurant
Nate in
again?
that restaurant.
They got a
It is
little
that
outdoor
restaurant.
section now. Little gazebo thing going on. Is he going in for the table or for her? What's he after here?
Nathan. Lovely to see you again.
Okay.
Sorry I've not been around much.
You haven't?
Big new job, just keeping me very busy.
Sounds silly. Maybe you should quit your big new busy job.
Anyway, just here to pick up my takeaway. I bought
Oh,
lunch.
carry out. Okay. And it's a flex, of
Sorry,
course.
that sounds...
How do you know this is?
Jason Jelly.
That's right.
No, Nathan Shelley.
That's right, Nathan Shelley. Anything you need, you got it.
Okay.
From one manager to another.
Well, it's not quite the same, but...
Thanks in your team.
Ugh.
So can I pay?
No, what? No.
Is he
This
getting
is on
uncomfortable
me.
with this?
Okay, knock 'em dead. Go Hammers!
I would have thought that's exactly what he wanted to happen, but he was kind of rattled by that whole experience.
Don't be nervous. Look, just sit here, look right into the camera and just pretend you're talking to an old friend.
My oldest friend is Javier.
Great. How long have you known Javier?
Only a couple of months, but he turns 108 years old next week.
What?
Yeah, that's it. Okay, off you go, Danny.
You may not know who I am, but I think the most beautiful parts of a woman are her flaws.
And cut. You ready, Zoru?
Oh, yeah, but I actually go by Van Damme now.
Okay, great. Action, Van Damme.
You don't know who I am, but I'm looking for someone who likes short walks on the beach so we can spend more time, you know.
What's his story? Jamie? Oh, he's so cocky. Still, he only thinks with his dick. Yeah, I don't think he's seen anyone in ages.
Oh, boy.
I just want to know if I can bang him, babe.
Oh, they have it on camera, of course. Ugh. Notice Ted watching. There's
Yeah,
pity
it
there or
knows.
something.
Yeah.
Sympathy.
This fucking legend thought to pull the security footage when we told him about the sign.
I guess you can take the boy out of journalism, but you can't take journalism out of the boy.
Like, you fucking ruined it now. The point is...
Feel like this could motivate a team, perhaps?
Mm-hmm.
No, Ted won't do it.
Thank you for your help, Tramp.
Time for Beer to lay some
Coach,
truth.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Thinking about your
sassy
situation.
Sassy. Oh, maybe still some wisdom.
Jane's sister is in town.
No, thank you, Coach.
That's the right answer.
I wonder if Ted sees a little bit of himself in Nate, like the repressed anger, like not being able to be open and honest about things and lashing out when you can't control yourself anymore.
Just haven't seen Ted since I left, and we didn't leave on the best of terms.
Wants a little
Feel
closure.
like I owe him an apology or something.
You've done nothing wrong, Nathan, I promise you. You earned this job.
Also, what do I say when I see him?
You say nothing apart from hello. You look him in the eye, you shake his hand, and then you beat him.
I was expecting much worse advice from Rupert. Not saying it was the best advice, but I
I
thought it was going to be a little bit more manipulative. But that's Rupert. He's getting me now. See what's happening? Drawing me in.
It's what the Emperor does. How do you think he got Vader?
I got to go back and pause all of those messages at some point. Huh.
Everything okay?
Am I a mess?
Of course you are. That's why we get along. So, is everything all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oklahoma?
Yeah, little call back there.
I'm a work in progress.
A little bit of a difference between the Rupert Nate conversation and then Rebecca Ted conversation.
Bex?
Hi.
Love the new hair?
I haven't changed my hair.
Nor should you. It's perfection.
Take it easy on us today.
Ah, no promises.
She is definitely learning from her mother about killing with kindness.
You're right.
You're a lifesaver. Usually I'm like clockwork, but because I've been so stressed, I've come on early. I'm so happy that it's a super and not a skinny. Who are those even for? It's not like my vagina's on a diet. I'm on my fucking period.
Is Nate in there?
What?
Called it.
I don't know that anyone could have called that, but yes, you did call it.
I just want to say, the way I left.
Nathan. There you are.
Rupert sucks him right back in.
This is Jack Danvers.
Hello.
Is that who was in the stall?
I believe you have something in mind.
Oh, fuck. You're Jack.
Have fun out there today, yeah?
Oh, boy.
They do not approve.
Tartt hits the woodwork.
Zava was wide open.
For Zava! There'll be 2 more minutes.
Oh,
It's there! Right under Van Dam.
I don't know.
Low, low. On the right, 5. Got it. Yes! Come on, you fuck! And it's 2-0.
Let's be a minute. Okay? What do we go on the team?
Oh, no, surprise me.
what is this? What are we doing here?
I believe in you, Ted.
And it's intense.
I
better go.
Off you pop.
That helped nothing. I feel like it made things worse. Beard and Roy put this in front of them.
A minute ago they were catatonic. Now look at them.
Wow, a real tension on the pitch. I think we're in for an exciting half.
Nate doesn't do well when people don't like him.
Yeah.
Spicy out there.
Even Sam. That's when you know it's gone too far.
Oh, yeah.
And Danny?
No, that's when you know it's
Yeah.
gone too far.
Lost his mind, and Richmond have lost a third player.
Jesus.
And it's 4-1 to the Hammers. It went from evenly matched to unevenly matched to light a match on fire and put it into a can of petrol. They played angry, dirty, and ugly, which are also the names of Zava's 3 youngest kids.
He played with passion. Passion is a word we use when we talk about love. It is also a word we use to describe a crime. Sometimes it is also a fruit.
Oh boy.
We fucked up.
We overcorrected and played with hate.
Be great if you yelled at us a bit.
Please.
Call us pieces of shit or something.
Now.
You can hit us.
Get it over with.
Tried something new, didn't work. Big whoop. Shake it off, fellas. A lot of football left this season.
What a fucking arsehole.
I know.
You have to feel pretty good. Quite a snob not to shake his hand at the end of the game.
Did I not? I didn't mean to. I guess I just got caught up in the excitement of it all, you know.
I think he means that.
Coach Shelley, Mr. Mannion asked me to give you this.
It's always something Rupert related getting in the way of him talking to Ted.
Lovely to see you.
I saw you with your assistant. Your daughter deserves better, and so does Bex. Stop fucking around.
Oh.
Bit of a high ground there.
Yep.
Who did this?
I did. This afternoon when I uploaded the vids.
You need to change this back now. Please?
I haven't quite figured out the Jack character yet.
Come on, Tart, one more before dinner. Let's go, coach.
I was actually hoping just to chat with you. You got a minute?
Sure. Is everything okay?
Have they not talked about this stuff yet?
This whole thing with you and Dr. Jacob really ticks me off. And I'm upset that we didn't ever really get to talk about it before it all started. I just feel like not saying it isn't the, well, wouldn't be the right thing either. I love you, Michelle. And I love Henry. And I love our family. No matter what it looks like.
Of course.
Right.
Well, I'll talk to y'all soon.
Good night, Dad.
He expressed his feelings.
Yeah, that's the big takeaway. Feel like
Yeah.
let her off a bit easy, but there's more discussions to be had, I would hope. Yeah, and I think she recognized that, like, because he probably
Yeah.
never did that with her.
This might be the first step to maybe him starting to tell other people what he's actually feeling and thinking, and not just the constant positive Ted all the time, even when he's not feeling that way. He let Beard and Roy do something that he didn't like, he didn't appreciate, but he did not tell them that.
He didn't tell them that in that moment. They knew he wasn't happy with them. They were begging to be punished. We saw a theme in this episode. There's a lot of characters dealing with similar things. I think it was interesting to see Ted observing Nate tearing out that sign. And I mentioned it when we were reacting. I think he kind of recognized an area of himself that he struggles with, and seeing Nate doing that on his own in a private moment and tearing that sign, it was his way of lashing out. Ted did not want to expose that to the team. He didn't want Nate to be viewed in that way. I think he saw it as a moment of Nate needs to fix some things about himself, much like Ted does, and that felt vulnerable. And I think that ties into a thing that I enjoyed about this episode too, the fact that Richmond lost, but the way they lost, because the way they lost isn't a reflection of who that team is. If you're going to have them
No.
lose to Nate, everyone was waiting for this showdown, right? And there's more to come, I'm sure. But it wasn't Ted's team in that moment. It was the result of that footage and that being exposed to the team. And I don't know. I think for him to lose that way, it provided a lot of things for a lot of surrounding characters to deal with, including Nate, of course, who's trying to make amends with Ted, and he doesn't quite know how to do it.
And I think, Ted doesn't need to stop being Ted, but he needs to start actually taking a little bit more control.
Yeah.
Let's face it, when it comes to the team, he's like a motivational speaker to the team, but he's not really been coaching. That's been Beard and Nate and Roy, and obviously not Nate anymore, but he's been more there just to kind of be a cheerleader more than a coach in a lot of instances. He needs to step up. He needs to actually take control. He needs to take control of his personal life. He needs to take control of the team. He needs to take control of his feelings and emotions and all that. And I think he's starting to make that first step. And it'll be interesting to really see how that progresses throughout the rest of the season.
And on the flip side, he also needs to hold people around him more accountable. I think as much as we tend to side with Ted and his optimism at times as viewers, Beard and Roy are them questioning why Ted isn't, holding a grudge against Nate. Not saying Ted should, but he also needs to hold Nate somewhat accountable for some of the things he does as well. And those around him, Michelle, I would like him to hold her accountable for some of the decisions that were made in that regard. He hasn't quite done that yet. Maybe we'll get there. I'm assuming we will, but that sort of thing too. But yes, he needs to take some ownership, take control of things. If cheerleader, maybe a better word is he's kind of like a life coach. You know what I mean? Like he's kind of helps people look at things differently, and that helps as a coach, but he's not actually getting out there and showing them how to operate as a team. I think he relies too much on Beard for that. And then he doesn't.
Yeah. I mean, he is one step above living in a van down by the river.
Right.
So he's not quite a motivational speaker, but he's always been there just to kind of rah everyone and more or less. And he needs to take a little bit more of a actual, active coach. No, this is how I want to do things. He's pretty much left all the decisions up to other people and kind of gone with the flow. And he needs to actually take a little bit more control. Love to hear everyone else's take. Obviously, we've given ours. Leave your comments down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Ted Lasso. 2, 3, testing 1.
Yeah, we're good. All right. Okay. All right. Season 3 of Ted Lasso is back. Season 3, episode 2 of Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso, season 3, episode 3. I mean, I'm wearing a Diamond Dog shirt. It's kind of hard. I shouldn't have cropped my video where it's at. You're not even going to see it. That's okay. We're all right. Everybody's going to be okay.